The Mike and Tony Show is intended for a mature audience. Listener discretion is advised.
What's up, everybody? This is Tyler Stanfield, hanging out here with my friends on the Mike and Tony Show. And if you guys need some hats cleaned, hit on my boy Tony.
I always feel like I'm wearing a dirty hat whenever I put that.
Is it dirty? Is it dirty?
Yeah, this is wait, which one do I have on? Oh,
Colorado.
Yeah. It's a little rough.
Since it's been dirty since 1876.
Not exactly. It's episode 192.
Yes, sir.
Friday night. How are you, Pierce?
I am exhausted. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I just got in this morning.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I know. You've been in Wichita, which we talked about last. Did we talk about it on the actual episode
we
last
talked
week?
about it. Yeah. So yeah, Wichita is there for what's called Summer Institute. So I did a bunch of training. Been there since Sunday to today, and sleeping in prison beds. Sleeping in prison beds.
I saw the pictures too,
dude. They were like,
it was not exactly like a 5-star hotel.
No, not at all. It was god awful. Like my shoulders hurt, my knees hurt, like everything, like my neck hurt.
Yeah.
Like just laying there, and they were like, and these are the new ones. These are the new mattresses.
It looked like it might not have been long
and
enough
I was
for
like,
you.
oh my God. Yeah, dude, no. It's a twin. It's a twin.
Were your feet hanging off the end?
No, I was touching, though, end to end, so I had to go like a little diagonal in the bed. That way so I could just like kind of reach things. So, but yeah, it was, and yeah.
I'm very excited this week. We have a very special guest.
Yes, a little giggle you heard there.
Yeah, I haven't actually put her on camera yet, but the great and powerful, you want to introduce her?
This is Cali, everybody. This is my little one.
And terrible camera setup by whoever the producers are. I don't know who produces this show.
Can't even see her face.
Can't see her face barely, but this is a long time in coming. All our kids are getting older. I told my daughters tonight. Jessie almost joined us.
Oh, yeah. She should have.
Yeah. I said, how about tomorrow morning? She goes, if I'm up. And I said,
it's 10 o'clock, bro. Yeah.
10 a.m. You'll be fine. She goes, I don't know.
I'm lucky that this one, she likes to like get up earlier. Mm. I mean, she doesn't sleep until like 10, 11 or anything like that. She's usually up by like 8, 9-ish, huh?
7, 8.
Yeah, 7, 8.
Oh, yeah. Pretty early.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You like getting up early in the morning?
Yeah.
Nice. What's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
Probably watch maybe a little bit of YouTube and then maybe get ready for the day.
What's the go-to on YouTube? What do you like watching?
I like watching like any art videos or like any, I don't know. I like just watching whatever comes up.
Yeah. She does the shorts, just like the flipping.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's cool.
She also likes Sniper Wolf.
And Reborn Babies.
Okay. So, yeah.
I know nothing of any of this.
Yeah. Sniper Wolf she's a gamer turned YouTuber, right?
I don't really watch her anymore. Like, not really, unless I'm like hanging out with mom or something.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So she watches that. And again, Reborn. She's into Reborn Babies.
Yes.
Reborn Babies.
Which is the lifelike babies. The ones that look like real babies.
Yeah, and I just bought one a couple like weeks ago.
What are they called? Reborn
Reborn,
babies?
Yeah. This is him. His name's Sammy. Yeah. He was
like
only
real babies,
he was only $108, which is like cheap.
Compared to a real kid.
Dude, there are some Reborns on there that are what?
About $2,000.
No, $23,000.
Well,
bro.
that was a custom one.
Yeah. They make them to like, and I feel for it. Like they make them for people that like lost babies, stuff like that. So they make them look exactly like their babies.
Yeah, but sometimes you just like collecting them. Like there's reasons like a loss of a baby, just like
or you can't have babies.
Yeah, or like they like just the art of them, or like they like anything else, like they just like playing with them or something, and they just think like normal dolls are too just pathetic. Yeah.
Wow. Because my girls all had dolls that were very realistic, and I remember us tripping out, but that's next level.
Yeah.
Oh, there's more realistic ones than that.
Yeah, they're crazy looking, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of them are wild, dude.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
There's more.
Like if we go somewhere and she brings one of them with us,
Yeah,
Like people look at her weird, like, oh my god, what that young kid with that baby?
little baby.
Yeah, like at Costco, I remember, like I was bringing Levi, and now Amelia, because I changed him into her because like he's gender neutral. So then I was like carrying him, and a woman came up, and they were looking at me, and I was like looking at them, like, what are you looking at? And then they were like, whoa, is that a real baby? I was like, no. And then they were like, wait, really? And I was like, mm-hmm. And they're like, can I touch it? And I was like, fine.
Yeah, fine, if you must.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, that is so crazy, dude. I can't believe how realistic those look.
Yeah.
I believe people would fall for it.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's wild.
Yeah.
Man. How many do you have?
Let me count 1 second.
So Levi, who was the other one? What was he?
Levi, / Amelia. I have Crystal. I have Piper. I have Delilah, Julian, Owen, Dylan.
Blake.
No, I'm selling him.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
and
look.
Brooklyn.
Did you see the look you just got?
She has Blake, but Blake is the creepiest looking of all of them, bro.
In Brooklyn. And then we're just disowning 2 of them. And
What happened? Did they do something wrong?
No, I locked them up in a cabinet. But now I'm selling them, so yeah. But I also have Maisie, and then I think that's all of them.
I think we were at least up to 10.
Yeah, she's a lot.
To 10. How do you find time for yourself?
Usually I put them down for a nap. Usually, like
Yeah, I imagine they take a lot of naps.
yeah, take a lot of naps, and sometimes like I don't have time for myself. Sometimes I like to like role play and like daycare, so like I just have
fun.
to take care of them 24/7. But sometimes I get tired of them, and one time when I was like little, when I had my second reborn, it was like a cheap one, I think, and like it was cloth, so I was like, I got really mad at it because I was just role playing and it wouldn't do the thing that I wanted. So I threw it across the room, and then I was like, oh.
You threw it across the room?
Yeah, and it kind of hit the wall.
And I called Child Protective Services after that. Just so you know, there's no protection in our house. I'll just call Child Protective Services.
Gotcha. You gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? You can't let stuff
Gotta
like that
protect those
happen.
kids, man.
Yeah. How far did they get thrown?
About the diameter of my room to my bed.
I like her choice of language, Pierce. Doing a good job with this one.
Smart kid. She's a smart kid, dude.
Maybe 7 feet.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you start your day with a little bit of YouTube. Usually those kind of videos, or there's other stuff too you like to watch?
Yeah, sometimes I like to just watch my favorite YouTuber, Kelly Maple. She's like a roleplay.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out. She's like a roleplay reborn baby. She does a lot of different things. She's been here ever since 2007. I think. I don't know. I gotta check, but I think so. And
Roblox. You watch Roblox videos?
yeah, and Toka Boca videos too. Sometimes I get
What's Toka Boca videos?
It's like a game where you can like design your own houses and like role play, but it's like not realistic. It's like cartoony.
Oh, I wish Jessie joined us tonight. I feel like she would have known everything that you're talking about.
Yeah, and then like I also what else? I also watch sometimes funny like videos, like any animal videos. Sometimes I laugh a little too hard about them, and like one time I laughed so hard I was like at the edge of my bed and I fell down. And I was like,
holy moly,
because I was just like taking a break from taking care of my babies, and
just here.
okay, and I was like taking a break from my babies, and I was like, you know, I'll just watch a couple videos, you know, and then I was like laughing because like this thing popped up on shorts, and I was like, that is really funny. I started laughing, and then I was.
This is an amazing episode already, Pierce.
I was like maybe about 9, and I was like
Last year.
yeah, last year, and
Yeah, but it's relative, right? That's a long time ago.
yeah,
It was like when I was 31.
10th for life.
and I was like watching, and then the animals, and I was like, oh, that's really funny. And I don't remember. I think it was a dog and a goat a goat was riding on the dog, and I just thought that was so hilarious. And I was like sitting on the edge of my bed, and I just laughed, and like I fell. And the video was still playing, so I just laughed on the floor.
This is the stories that you hear as a father.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've heard plenty of these kind of stories. Oh yeah. It's funny how they continually change and evolve and stuff.
Yeah.
So you're out of school for the year? You're on vacation yet or not yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. How is
Been out
it?
for like a week.
It's
Oh,
it's pretty good. Like I just relax, take care of my babies. Now I have like more free time for my babies and Roblox and stuff. Like all of the
nice.
hobbies I do.
that school stuff was in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like when I'm at school,
I understand.
when I'm at school, I almost fall asleep. So like summer is great. Like they should have it for everyone.
Yeah, right. If that's a great idea, Pierce.
Summer for work.
How would you like that?
I'd
if you
love
had
summer for work,
If you
too.
had summers off.
Yeah.
Every summer.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty sweet.
She wants me also to be a teacher too, so I can have summers off.
I've been
Yeah.
telling him he
Yeah.
should come to my school and teach. He
Yeah.
should become a teacher. Yeah. Yeah. You get in, then you can get somewhere close by your house too, and
Yeah.
yeah, maybe who knows what we could figure out.
Yeah. We were asking like as like who would you like more as a teacher? Me or mom? And she was like, you.
Because you're also like the well-known person, and like you're the like tall one who like everyone thinks is cool, while mom's like a little like short, and like
just see how listen.
like she's a little short, okay, and like she honestly would just be teaching literature, and everyone would be falling asleep in her class. Honestly, no one likes books these days. They like anything else but books. No offense, Mom. But like, but like, if he was a teacher, he would be like, okay, today we're doing a class experiment. Get like, be partners with your bestie or whatever.
Oh, okay.
See?
I'll throw that in there too.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
And he would give snack whenever, and like, and he would let me eat in class because I'm his daughter, obviously.
yeah. Obviously, she would get special
It
treatment.
took a while for her to get to this point, by the way, because for a while she thought that I was not cool.
Oh,
You know.
Yeah.
But then I was like, look at those other dads at your school, dude.
Yeah, they're pretty lame.
So now she knows.
yeah. Dad coolness ebbs and flows, though.
It does, yeah.
It has for me too.
Yeah.
Just had my ups and downs.
My cool goes down when I joke around with her. I'm like, you know, talking about like Riz and all that stuff.
Yeah,
And
when
her
you do,
face gets
no,
all
that doesn't
cringy.
work. Yeah, look at her. She's got the side eye, bro. Solid. What grade are you going into next year?
6th.
6th grade. So that goes from elementary to middle school.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about all that?
I'm a little nervous, honestly, because like I'm afraid that if I'm gonna like forget what class I'm in or like what class I have to go in, and like
Well, your schedule here.
yeah, my
Okay.
schedule, and if I lose my locker, because you can lose your locker for a lot of things, and you can't have candy, and if any of my teachers are listening, just know, I'm gonna be sneaking candy into my locker. You can have like snacks whenever you're at the locker, but I'm gonna be sneaking some M&Ms and Kit Kats because like those are the best. And
Now,
Reese's.
are those things that you can lose your locker for?
To be clear, it's not illegal. No, they just say to have healthier snacks.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
And so
you-
healthy snacks.
Yeah, okay.
But like
And no liquids. They also
Yeah.
very
Makes sense.
say no liquids, no yogurts, no anything like that because they get
yeah,
everywhere.
that makes sense. Like I'm not gonna do that, but like you can lose your locker if you forget to lock it. You forget to like do a lot of things, which I'm like scared of. But like I feel like I'm not gonna lose my locker, but at the same time I feel like I am. So like I don't know which way.
Now, do you have a key or is it a combination?
Combo,
Combination.
so she's also afraid of losing the combo.
Well, I can remember it in like a day, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. Did you ever have trouble? So, have you opened that kind of lock before? Then, do you have one in elementary?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
This is our first time, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's a little tricky at first because it's not like you just hit the number. You have to
Yeah.
go past it on the second one, and a couple of little things. But
Oh, yeah.
but you're super smart. You'll get it quick. I'm sure. What was the best thing from this school year? Would you say that happened, or any kind of positive memory that you have from this year?
That's kind of hard because I had a great memories. Probably like maybe helping my teacher because like I like helping because like literally no one literally, I'm like the quiet kid in class, so like no one barely
Really?
notices me. Yeah, no one barely notices.
Yeah, my
me.
child's quiet.
So,
I see that.
so like then I'm like ask the teacher, and she's like, "Go ahead, you can do whatever you want, just like be good." And then
It's bottom line.
Yeah.
when I was like handing out papers, she was like, "Callie, I just got to tell you something. After you hang out the papers," I was like, "Okay, what is it?" She's like, "Honestly, I'm so proud of you because you're the quiet kid and you're making my job really easy."
Yeah. That's every parent teacher conference that we have. Like we go there and she's like,
Just glowing.
yeah, she's like, no, Callie always helps out and this and that. And her one thing was talking about participation. She wished Callie participated a little bit more, raised her hand for things and stuff like that. But
Yeah, 'cause you probably have something to offer your fellow students.
yeah, but she's not a participator.
No, like only if my stick gets chosen. Because like sometimes when no one wants to participate, literally they'll be like, "Okay, I'm pulling the sticks," and sometimes it lands on my number, and I'm like freaking out. I'm like, "What am I gonna do?" And like especially if it's for math, because like it's like we're kind of learning like 7th grade math. I think no, 6th grade math.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Cool.
yeah, and it's a little harder, and so then if my stick gets chosen, I'm like, oh no,
Tell them what your stick number is.
23.
Like,
I don't know.
Michael Jordan.
yeah,
Yeah.
like Michael Jordan.
Hey, that's solid. That's a good number to have, actually. Because I'm a teacher too, so
Yeah.
I always say volunteers are victims, and then if I say victims,
Everyone's like, no.
no, and so usually somebody raises their hand actually. But if not, then I go and I have sticks too, popsicle sticks. Is that what they use?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
handy dandy
but
way to keep it random.
yeah, I've been 23 for 2 years. Yeah.
Oh, 2 years in a row? Is that just luck, or did you request that, or?
No, I didn't request
Yeah,
it.
it's
I
no
think
luck,
it was
yeah.
just luck.
Hey, that says something, Pierce. That's
But
a
she doesn't want to play
sign.
basketball, bro. You know how hard this kid is gifted as far as hand-eye coordination.
I've been told
She's a
this,
lefty,
yeah.
bro. She's a lefty, so it's even better, like for defense and everything like that. You know, it's like people, it's harder to shoot, and yeah, she likes her silks. She does silks, and she's amazing at it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but one day I'm gonna get her to play basketball, and I'm gonna coach her.
That's never in a million years. I mean, I'll play basketball with you, but you're not going to coach me. I'm
Yeah.
not going to play it.
Yeah, she will play with me outside.
Wow.
Yeah.
I will say, because I'm around a lot of 6th graders, and you're about to become a 6th grader,
Mm-hmm.
you are really well spoken and like very confident for your age. I'm surprised you don't talk a lot at school.
No, I don't like talking at school.
Why is that? Do you get embarrassed or?
No, I'm just like shy. Like if I'm in public, I will speak very quietly, like quieter than this. And like if like someone comes up to me and says, "Hey, you want to play with me?" I'm gonna say yes, but really I want to say no because I'm just like freaking out, and I'm like, oh no. And if they play something I don't want to play, I'll be like, "Hey, can we play something else?" And then if they say no, I'll be like, "Okay," but like that usually.
And you really just want to go play what you want to go play.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
at the park, I think a couple days ago, this kid was like, "You want to ride horses with me?" I was like, "No," and I said it like that, and he's like, "What did you say?" I was like, "No," and then he started crying to his mom, and I was like, "I don't want to play horses," and he
Breaking
like,
hearts already, dollar.
Yeah.
Breaking hearts already.
but like he had those like stick horses, like the head, like the horse's head on the stick where you pretend.
Yeah, I
and
gotcha.
I feel like those are so creepy for some reason. Like they decapitated a horse. Like
Yeah, like where's the body?
yeah.
Right?
and then stick a stick right up its head.
Like the queen from like a century ago. That one.
because we won't say what school she's at, but the school that she goes to is classical, so they learn about different like years throughout the periods as they go through, and so
That's dope.
she were in the off with your head queen. That's what she was talking about. What's that one? It's like off with your head.
Queen of Hearts.
I feel like that happened a lot, bro. A lot of royalty got their
Yeah.
heads removed back in the day.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So you know about that? Have you studied that before?
Yeah.
In school?
In second grade.
In second grade. Wow.
Yeah, they
Second grade, they go right.
They do cursive. She knows Latin. They teach Latin throughout the whole time.
Yeah, Latin.
Dang, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite subject in school then?
Probably art or like sometimes it's PE if like I get something easy, but like if it's captain I think it's called. That game is torture. It's torture. And like what you have to do is like if it's like if they say you have to row the boat, you have to grab 3 people, and like sometimes there's not even 3 people to go with because people get out, and then like
then what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, and like you're just left alone, and you're like, okay, I'm going without any partner, and you get out, and then like if they say jellyfish, you have to roll on your back, and then like the gym floor is really hard, and you have to like die on your back.
Oh, it's called Captain's Deck.
Yeah, it's called that.
And it's like row your boat. Anyone who's not in the group of 3 is eliminated from the game.
Yes, it hurts, and my PE teacher says it different because he has like a more like English accent.
He's from Australia.
No, he's not.
Is he? I thought he was.
He's from London.
From London. Okay, yeah, sorry.
Get it right, Dad.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Wow, interesting. What's your least favorite? Do you have a subject you don't like?
Yeah.
Don't give me $1.
Oh, it's math, huh?
No, music.
No.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because like we're
No, I said don't get mad.
in
Yeah.
6th grade, you get the option to do music, which no one's doing. No one, absolutely no one that I know. Because
it's not
listen,
that's not a solid music program, apparently.
the music teacher, she's like very loud, and like she's like, okay everyone, we're playing musical chairs, and every time someone at least has to go to the nurse. Either my classmates are rough, like they're like doing body slams on each other.
Survival of the fittest at her school, bro.
Yeah, it's like that, and like people are like body slamming each other just to get a chair, and I'm like, and like one boy did that to me. I pushed him off.
And the teacher just tries to stop it and can't or something? Or
no, she's just like,
doesn't care?
she's like on her phone just like scrolling through TikTok or something.
Oh, boy. That's when they checked out at that point.
But this one's an artist, man. She's an artist at heart. She's great at drawing and painting.
Oh, I
and
love that.
sculpting, stuff like that.
It'd
Yeah.
been great if Jesse was here tonight.
Yeah. There's always she's the youngest. She's the onlyest. And yours is the youngest.
Yeah. Super artsy, too.
Yeah.
She loves drawing, painting, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. It's the same. Yeah.
Any idea what you want to do one day for like a living?
I'm thinking like to be like a doctor, like any type of doctor, maybe like labor and delivery doctor, because honestly I love like babies, and like honestly I just want to like I don't know, like I want to like help the babies and the mothers, because honestly it's probably easier than to go to like normal doctor school, because like well, it'd probably be easier for me because like I already know a lot about babies. I found out a couple months ago that baby bottles and baby pacifiers have a size. Like I didn't know that. Like I knew that like they come in newborn and like 0 to 3 months, but I didn't know there was bigger. I thought they would just stop there. But like I figured
Mine
out
was blown.
I didn't like there was like bottles blew my mind though. I was like I knew everything else, but the bottles were like, I was like, they have a size. I just thought they came in one size, like they were just fitting all babies.
Yeah, shocking. Mind blown.
Speaking of babies, I'm gonna divert this conversation.
Okay. What happened?
Oh, he did a blood test, and
I did an in-home blood test, $1.
yeah.
To find out your
He was
blood
such-
type?
To see what my blood type was, because we've been talking about it for a long
Yes.
time.
Yeah,
To see what it was, and when I was in Wichita, my mom texted me. She goes, "Are you at home?" I was like, "No," and she goes, "Oh, I bought you a blood test." She's like, "I bought me a blood test too." because like apparently my mom doesn't know her blood type either.
Yeah, well, I know because you.
Yeah.
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah, we texted.
We called her live on the podcast.
Yeah, we texted her live on the podcast. Yeah,
that's right.
And so, obviously, I was gone the whole week, and so when I got back today, I got the blood test, and bro, it's the finger prick thing.
He was such a baby. He was like, no, I don't want to do it. And he kept running around. He was like acting like a baby, like a toddler that doesn't want to go to bed. And he was just like, he was just being such a baby. He was like, no, I don't want to do it. And then he was like, you know what? That hurt. And he was just screaming.
I didn't scream.
You sounded like it.
Anyways, but it instantly bruised, dollar. Like that shit instantly bruised. It's one of those like you put it on, you're like,
It's purple.
and it's spring loaded, bro. You go, pow, and it goes, patow! You know, like when you were a kid, how they did that stuff.
Yeah.
And so what you do is you squeeze it out, you squeeze the blood out, and you put it on these little sticks, and you put it on these like little, there's 4 little dots on the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so once it's all like you mix it around and you give it about a minute to mix down and everything like that, and then it gives you like a scale, like it does different things to the circles. And so based on those 4 circles, the results on what the blood does tells you what your type is.
So that's all you tested for was blood
Type, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
I
I am a B positive.
B. How that's perfect in a funny way because you're really positive.
That's what.
Be positive.
Be positive.
Yeah, look, be a good person, right?
Yeah,
it's on
being a
my
good
wrist.
person. Yeah.
Thanks to you.
Honestly, I like understand him because I learned in science that the hands have the most nerves in them, which means like it has the most pain level and like sensitivity level. Which honestly,
I thought my finger was gonna fall off.
no, I was like banging at the counter because I don't like needles. He doesn't like needles, and like I even the thought.
So you're the same.
Yeah,
Same way.
yeah. Even the thought of thinking it's going into skin, just like ew.
See,
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there. I was like, okay, it shouldn't be that bad, right? It shouldn't be that. I was like, oh my god, oh my god. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it real quick. And I was like, I'm not even thinking about it. Here I go. And I did it. Dollar. Like I said, it's spring loaded, bro. I did have my middle finger. Said, Patel. I was like, yo. I was like, oh my God. I was like, that fucking hurt, bro. The tip of your finger, right? You know, it's pretty sensitive when you touch things, you know, hot and cold and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
And so, it was bleeding like crazy. And it bruised up pretty like quick, dude. It purpled like right away.
Wow.
And so, and so we did it.
Wow.
And it's an easy test.
I'm surprised he made the podcast tonight. I'm really glad.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna die for sure. I asked him if he needed a Band-Aid. I asked him, and then he was like,
her.
"Yeah, I did that." And like he was like,
Nice.
That's her Band-Aid work.
"Yeah, I can do better though." That was
Yeah.
just in a rush. But I was like asking him if he needs his Band-Aid 2 times, and then he was like, "Yeah, I need a Band-Aid." And he was so
said it
eager.
like
He was so eager. He like sounded way worse than that. He was like, "Yeah." And then I was like, "Oh, I can't find any Band-Aids." And I have a Band-Aid box, and I was like looking. I was like, "Oh, bottom luck, perfect." And I got like 2 perfectly sized Band-Aids. I was like, "Yes." And the reason why there's no Band-Aids is because I
She's a Band-Aid girl.
yeah.
Anything that happens to her is a
Like,
Band-Aid.
If it's even dried up like blood in a cut that I didn't even
puts a Band-Aid
notice.
on it.
Yeah, because like you don't want it to get infected.
I was gonna say it's not a bad move.
Yeah,
Do you
don't want it.
do you put like a little Neosporin if
Yeah,
needed?
sometimes
Because
yeah.
that causes it to heal real
Yeah.
fast and everything.
And it like helps the pain level a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. It takes it down pretty quick within a
Well,
couple.
also mentally, right? Put a Band-Aid on it. Put a Band-Aid.
Yeah. Yeah. It's taken care of, right?
Yeah.
You can move on. You're no
taken care
longer.
of, yeah.
You're no longer brutally injured.
Yeah. So after that, I called my mom because she also got the test, right? And so she's had it for a week now. And I was like, hey. She goes, the first thing she says to me, she goes, "What are you?" And I was like, "How'd you know? I was just calling you for this." And she was like, "What are you?" I was like, "Tell me what you are." And she goes, "I didn't take it yet." I was like, "Mom, you've had it for a fucking week, man. Like, what the hell?" And so she's like, "What are you?" And I was all, "B positive." And she goes, "I figured that. I figured you." I was like, What do you mean you figured that? Why couldn't you just told me that? I was like, fucking prick my finger. Instead of that, she goes, "I think I'm B positive." I was like, "Well, you better take that test and prick your finger, dude, because that shit hurt."
So does she have the same phobia? She doesn't want to.
No, she just did it.
She's a
She
dentist.
did it, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So-
Oh yeah. You gotta deal with some stuff if you're a dentist.
Oh, yeah, she's seen some
Oh, I
things,
bet.
Yeah.
That's actually probably really crazy, the stuff that you see.
Oh, man, my mom, before, I remember when I was, because when I was a kid, I used to work in her office and I used to sterilize like the equipment and like all that stuff, like, the trays.
I don't feel like you've ever talked about this that much, Pierce.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to do it. I was like 14, 15 years old.
Interesting.
Go to her office, do the whole autoclave thing and,
Autoclave, what is that?
The sterilizer. You put it in there, just heats it up to like ridiculous temperatures, sterilize everything, right?
Sterilize everything, okay.
And so we used to do that. My mom used to put like stuff on the tray that was like disgusting, bro. Like she used to put like root canals on there, like nerve endings, and I'd pick it up and I'm like, oh, come on, man. Like, she just leave it on the
Literally
tray.
after they remove it.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
Stuff like that. But she's a pediatric dentist too, right? So it was mostly kids, but kids also get root canals if you don't take care of your fucking teeth.
Sure.
So I worked for her and I did all that stuff too. And she was when she was a dentist, and also when I was a teen, like it was summertime. So I worked there during the summer, to be clear, not throughout the whole time. But in the summertime, the orthodontist is on the other side. So there's the dentist and the orthodontist. And I remember
the orthodontist is like surgery, oral surgery.
Orthodontist is like the braces and stuff like that, retainers or everything like that, right?
Okay.
And so there's this one time this like girl came in, and I was picking up the trays and everything like that, and I was cleaning, I was like placing them down, and this girl was like staring at me, and my mom was like looking at the girl staring at me, and she looked at the girl and she goes, "That's my son." I was like, "Mom," like, "Mom, come on." And so like I went back to the back, I was like all embarrassed, right?
Yeah, of course.
And she was like, I can hear her, when I'm in the back and everything like that. She's like, "Do you want his phone number?" I was like, "Mom, come on, bro. Don't help me out with my game, dude." Like
That's never gonna be
14 years old, Mom. Yeah, what do you do?
Never.
Wait, did you get her phone number?
No.
Okay.
I'm glad that my daughter's also invested in this too.
She wanted to know. I wanted to know.
But yeah.
That she asked.
So, but no, it was I worked at the dentist office, and she went to see her for a while as a dentist.
Yeah.
And so she worked on her teeth a few times and everything like that too. So yeah. You liked it, huh?
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I like the red car, I think. The one that you could drive.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was fun, but I was getting too big for it.
Yeah. She notifies me numerous times, dollars, that she is a tween.
Yeah, I am. And you can't call me a child or a kid.
See?
Because when you say that,
Yeah.
I am not a kid.
I know.
I am a tween. I am almost 11.
Almost 11, yeah.
Almost.
What you looking for, dollar?
I'm looking for a charger for this camera right here. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to pause. Okay. And we're back up and rolling. Yeah. With this mic, these mics and stuff, you could do serious ASMR. You could really crank them. Because we don't even have them that loud, like what you're hearing in your headphones, you could hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that something you're into? You like that?
Yeah, I like
ASMR?
it. Yeah.
Okay.
I like those. Like we've talked about it in the past. I like the videos where they like take the old like rusty toys and like break them down and like sandblast them or laser blast them and then like put them all together and like that's the noise. It's like no.
Oh yeah.
Like all those
they have
things,
great
like,
hat cleaning videos.
Oh, do they?
Yep, and shoes too.
Oh, damn.
Those are all really really fun to watch. You know what I like is the satisfying videos.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I could watch those all day.
What are those ones?
So it's like there's a variety of different types.
Okay.
But it's like sometimes it'll be even like time lapse of somebody like redoing a yard or whatever.
Okay.
So they're like cutting
The
the
mowing the
grass.
lawn guys,
And
yeah.
then there's mixed ones that I like. That's like a whole bunch of them together. It'll show those like certain things in factories are really satisfying to watch them like make certain things or make
Yeah.
molds or whatever. So it's like it just pulls you in.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, there's a account that I follow. It's I think it's SB Lawn or something like that. If I'm saying that right, but he does the thing where he goes to like
I think I follow that guy
homes
too.
He
Yeah.
goes to homes that are like super like overgrown lawns and this and that, and he does this whole time-lapse video of him like mowing the lawns and cleaning up the grass,
I
like
follow
cleaning
him
up the
too.
sidewalks. I like that.
Especially the ones where there wasn't a
Yeah,
sidewalk
yeah.
there before,
And you're like,
and then
how
he
did you
goes
know?
in and cuts
Yeah.
those edges, and you're
Yeah.
just like, oh,
There's a sidewalk there. Yeah.
When I used to do landscaping, that was something I took pride in. I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
You like watching those kind of videos too?
Yeah, they're satisfying.
Yeah.
Do you also like crushing videos?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those
Like,
are kind of neat.
Like there's the machine that has it's the press. It's the hydraulic press, and like crush things. I like to watch.
you
those
ever
videos
watch
too.
the ones that like crunch things up? It's like the wheels that like turn into each
Yes.
other and it pulls stuff into
mostly
it.
like the little,
Yeah.
Like, bro, you do not ever want to get your arm
or fall in there?
pinky, even the smallest part
Yeah.
if it got stuck in their ear.
Not
obviously. Those things are crazy powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giant jaws or whatever.
I once tried ASMR once. It didn't work because I was like telling my mom and everyone to be quiet. I was like, I'm gonna do an ASMR video of me getting ready, my baby ready for an outing. And if you don't know what it
For an outing, I
Yeah.
love that.
an outing. And so then I was like halfway in, I was like, oh, we're doing really good. And then my mom just was like, I was so mad at her. And like she dropped her phone, and I was in the loft, so in like the living room's like right there too, and like literally she dropped her phone. It was so loud because it echoed in the big living room, and then I was like, Mom, and then you could hear that on my video because I forgot to pause it, and then like she was like, sorry, and I was like, I have to redo that, and I tried it one more time. My dog flipped my camera over and started sniffing at it. And then I restarted, and I was like, okay, we got this. We can do it. And I told everyone in my house to be quiet, even the dogs and the cat. And I was like, okay, got this. And like, while I was doing really good, my mom decides to cook dinner, and she's like making all these banging noises. I was like,
Mom.
So I just gave up at that point. I was like, you know what, we're making a normal video.
Normal video. No more ASMR. Normal videos.
Yeah, you have to have it really quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe sometime you could bring her over. She could do a little ASMR
Well, I have
recording.
these at home too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You do.
so you can hook these up and you can make your own little videos. So,
Yeah, but I don't know how ASMR people get their room like so quiet. Like,
well, it's like how Dollar has these things in here, like all these little soundproofing things.
yeah,
Absorbs the sound, and so the sound is just focused in the one area.
yeah.
I do.
it's
I also
nice.
have those as well. I just got to put them up. You know, I
Yeah.
haven't put 'em up yet.
Oh, yeah. Dude, you got those a long time ago.
Yeah, you remember. So,
That's funny. Let's see. Where are we at in the show? Oh, no. We got plenty of time still. So I'm trying to think of good questions here. And I'm excited for you to start middle school because as a middle school teacher, to me, that's something that's really, really, really cool. It's a big transition in your life going from sixth, 7th, and 8th. And where I grew up in California, I've told you before, Piers,
Yeah.
it was different for us. Middle school was only 7th and 8th. So going into 6th grade, I would still be in elementary school. It would be my last year.
Wow,
yeah, California's different. Wild. California's wild, Callie.
they're expensive too.
They're expensive. Yeah. California's expensive. She knows.
I know.
She knows. She knows
Yeah.
the trends, Dollar. Yeah. The real estate trends and the markets.
There
And
was Starbucks released a Stanley, and it was like in California and here, and in California they priced the Starbucks Stanleys about like $60.
Okay.
And usually that's a little more for a Stanley if you're getting like a 40 ounce. But I have a 40 ounce. It's a little too big for me, honestly. And I prefer the medium size. But I also have a small one. But like the one here in Colorado was only priced $40. And like everyone went crazy around the world. They were just like, let me grab that. I want it. Because
that price is really low. Or no?
first,
no, they just wanted the Stanley, is what it was. A special edition Starbucks Stanley.
yeah,
got it.
but like I
Okay.
wanted it, but it was on it ended on January 22nd, I think, and I was like, I want one. So then I asked my mom if she could buy me Stanley, and she was like, sure. And then there was no Stanleys in Target because that's the only place I know where to get them.
It's a real phenomenon. These
Dude, yeah.
Stanleys, bro,
Yeah.
they're so freaking popular.
Well,
Yeah.
in Dick's Sporting Good, the store, you can get some. There's like a whole setup, like literally, like, mew, 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 like everywhere. So, yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what it is with the Stanleys. It's the same thing. Even my daughters too. It's like a big thing for them too. Everybody's got to have a
Honestly,
Stanley.
they're not worth their money. Literally,
She's also wise beyond her years, Dollar.
they're not worth their money. Like, let me tell you, like,
Oh, please tell me.
like literally. So first, they're supposed to be spill proof. They're not. They're literally not spill proof unless you get like
Well, bro, if you knock it over, it's fucking gonna spill from the holes in the straw and everything like
what's
that.
the thing? What is the promise of what is non-spill
It's
supposed
the
to
spill.
mean?
It means like this, cow pound, like this. Like you can go like this, and it's not supposed to spill. But if you tip it over, it's gonna spill.
Well, if you have a Stanley blocker, it's not gonna do any
A Stanley locker?
blocker for the straw. But literally, my Stanleys are broken. Like every time.
Hence why they're not worth it.
Yeah, it just makes me mad because first of all, I could rate that from clay. Honestly, I could grab cardboard, clay, and then make it into a real Stanley.
You think you could make a stronger Stanley Cup than
Yes, and plus, literally, they're not even they're first. They sometimes contain lead poisoning depending on the color you get. Sometimes most popular ones have the most highest.
I feel like I heard about this. This was in the news and stuff.
Yeah, and so far I think it maybe killed 2 people, which honestly is bad but good at the same time because it could have killed more people.
It's not 1,000 people.
True. It could be a little more.
The math teacher over here. Ratios.
Yeah, it's a big difference. It's a big difference, Pierce.
Yeah.
Okay.
And people are buying stuff off of Amazon for your Stanleys. You can buy ice cream things and a whole different setup. And they're as much as the Stanleys. And I don't like that. It's too expensive, honestly. I could give myself a whole entire reborn for that. The cheap ones.
Yeah. Priorities.
Laughter there, Pierce.
Priorities.
If you get 3 Stanleys, I could buy one reborn. If you buy there's people with a lot of Stanley collections. Say I think they have 20 at least. I could buy maybe I don't know. Probably if I'm buying a toddler. They at least are spending over $1,000. So
Oh my God.
if I want a silicone one, I could buy a silicone reborn. If I wanted 5 reborn babies that are cheap, I could get that and still buy accessories. They are so expensive. I don't know why.
Now
To be clear, also, she doesn't have thousands of dollars, and she's not spending thousands of dollars on these babies. She's buying them here and there, but she's using it with allowance money and birthday monies and stuff like that she gets.
clarify for the listener.
Yeah, to clarify for the listeners, she's just not spending fucking money. My money just
Get people
back and
sending us
forth.
emails.
Yes. What is Mike Pierce
going
letting
on
this,
over there in
what
the
is Mike
Pierce
Pierce
household, bro?
letting his daughter do? Just buy babies like crazy?
Now-
No, she pays for them on her own. She does.
Yeah.
She has chores that she does, and she gets a weekly allowance, and so she saves up her money. I mean, she's not buying them every week.
Right now,
she saves up all
right
her money.
now, I have from a school congratulations cards. 2 of them got $20 from both, so I have 40. And in my allowance right now, I think
That's the income when you're young.
I gotta
Yeah.
check.
Yeah.
I gotta see my credit card balance.
Yeah, she has a whole app and everything, bro. It's
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, make sure that's not that screen's not the camera.
So,
I have $60.
Well, I was going to ask you too because you mentioned you have a couple that you're selling, right?
Yeah.
Or you're going to sell.
Yeah.
Have you ever? Yeah, because you could probably make money
yeah,
I'm
she'll make
selling.
money from
buying
that.
and,
Yeah.
and selling
Yeah,
those.
I'm
So,
selling.
and that's what happens. That's the reborn free market, bro.
Okay.
The reborn market out there.
It's a
So,
sponsor.
on eBay.
This is a sponsor. One is for $20, but I'm starting a bid that lasts 5 days, and and it's gonna be the least you can bid is $11, and for the other one, the creepy one, is $32, but
Creepy's more
Blake.
high-end.
Yeah.
but I'm starting a bid for $13 is the least you can spend.
Okay.
And people go crazy for Blake, honestly. He is so creepy though. People go crazy. There's so many sculpts of his type of face, type of body, and I just don't get why. I just think those ones are creepy. I'd rather have anything else but that one.
Blake has this weird smile on his face, bro. And it's like that.
Oh, interesting.
Like that. Yeah. So, and it's creepy though, because when she first got him, she didn't want to sleep with it in her room. And so I remember this is like a couple of years ago.
2021.
What creeped you out?
Yeah,
The smile?
Yeah, and like the whole body.
But the way it's like it was shaped. But I remember like this, like I said, a few years ago. I remember coming into the bedroom and I was like walking. I was like, "Oh Jesus, dude, what the hell?" And it was like fucking Blake just sitting on the chair.
Oh, wow.
Just like,
oh, heck no, bro. Oh, my
He
God.
has his eyes closed.
well,
He's
I
like-
know, but I'm just saying.
But like literally,
Those are really popular online, like the
Yeah.
videos of creepy dolls. Have you ever seen those videos of them like moving and stuff like that?
Yeah.
yeah. I have a haunted bunny. I'm gonna test out some paranormal things on there.
So we also she's into paranormal stuff. So she
Oh,
Well,
also
not
she
a little
has
bit. I'm trying to close the portal because I think I opened a portal.
Close the portal.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was so I started it probably in like February, and I was like into it because I heard these noises. So I just wanted to see. There's like a lot of ghosts in my room, and like now I'm scared because like literally it's kind of scary because I have cat balls, which like when they place them, it's not lighting up, but when something moves it,
Yeah.
it just lights up.
So-
and then I have another thing, an EMF reader,
yeah.
which is
You have one of those?
Yes.
I wanted to get one of those.
it was for me it was $8. I
Yeah,
got
it's
it.
a little cheaper one.
Yeah, but I want a REM pod, but they're $300.
Ooh.
Yeah,
It's a little
See, this
steep.
girl knows all of her stuff, dude. She's wise beyond her years.
Clearly.
Like these little balls. So what these balls do, they detect movement, and so they'll randomly blink.
yeah.
So if
That-
you see that shit like in the hallway, randomly blinking, you're like, oh shit, something's in the hallway moving.
And like literally, I was like, I have this thing on my phone that can detect the body parts of a human, like a ghost or something. So like if it's your eyes, it'll have dots here. If it's your head, it'll go like around. And, like body, it'll look like a stick figure, honestly. But then I saw one standing by my doorway in the morning because I just wanted to test it out, and I was like, oh my gosh.
What did it look like?
It was tall. It was like maybe a little shorter than that guy. And,
That guy? That guy? Your father?
yeah, that guy. And
No respect these
Yeah.
kids.
and like it was just staring at me. And then I had
Could you see like the face?
no.
No, because she said, remember, it just shows the outline of it like a stick
Yeah.
figure.
Oh,
standing there.
I see.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I had the high chair, my baby high chair, in my room. I scanned it. It was clear. Like nothing was in it, nothing ever. A baby in it. A baby. And I was thinking that figure standing by the doorway was its mother or father or something because it was like so scary. I was like, and then I like
Dude, if you started a podcast about this, I would listen.
literally
Kids podcast, paranormal podcast.
it was like I turned on the EMF reader, and I also have this app on my phone which can detect voices. I have two apps. One is just
Wait. Can detect
Well,
voices?
so what it does, it pulls out
energy from the
energy and then it transmits it into a sound.
yeah, and then
okay.
like scary story time. So I had
Let's
that.
go.
I had the app open, and I have two. One can detect what they actually say, and I did the other one which can just detect voices. And this like deep voice was talking to me. So I tried playing it cool. I was like, you know what? It's fine. I can do this because like it was a little scary. And then I left the room to just hang out with my mother. I accidentally left that on. Deep voices were like, "Hey, you come," and like it was clear. It was clear, and like literally it was like, "Come," and my mom was like, "Honey, there's deep voices coming from your bedroom." She spooked me a little bit, and I was like,
Wait. So Tiara heard this too?
Yes. And she was like, "There's deep voices." I got spooked a little bit, and I was like, nice. So I went to turn the thing off, and then literally that night I slept in my bed, and I just saw this shadow, like man, like my dad's size, maybe a little shorter, like 6 foot, and he was just like standing there, and he was just like, you know those creepy like photos that like just sees like a figure like standing there, like a black figure with like eyes.
Yeah.
I didn't see the eyes, but I saw the shadow. So I asked Alexa to turn my
Oh yeah, you guys have Alexa throughout the house, huh?
I turned to ask my light on, and then it was gone. So then it spooked me. I did it on and off. The shadow was still there when it was in the dark. And I sleep with my blinds slightly open because like I like waking up in the morning to like daylight. So then I saw a shadow, and I know it was clear. So I turned on my nightlight, and it was by the doorway. I don't know, my doorway is a very popular place for some strange reason.
Your doorway?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Well, it is the way in and out of your room. So
yeah.
Makes sense.
And
Checks out.
yeah. And like I was just standing there. And then I checked if my phone was unlocked because I have parental controls on there.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Job dad.
Sadly.
No, that was mom. But I checked and it was like 5 a.m. and I asked my mom to like unlock my phone at 5 a.m. because I woke up around there because it was school time and I just couldn't go back to sleep for some strange reason. So I checked.
Maybe because you saw like a figure.
Yeah. And like I opened it and it was like I had an hour until I had to be awake for school anyways.
Okay.
So I put the voice box on. It was so scary. It was like that deep voice again. But like another time it was like I don't know, the same spirit. Like I asked the what is it called? The one that can like actually translate words, and he kept saying something about vintage. I don't remember. It was a couple months ago.
Vintage.
Bill, Mary, Grace, naming all these things, and it said Native American, land. And it kept repeating those words every single day. I was like, "Are you trying to tell me something?" And very clearly, he said, "Yes." I was like, I got spooked a little bit because, like,
To be clear, the house is 4 years old. It's not on.
I was gonna ask
It's not
you.
like it's like been going through generations of people.
Yeah.
And to my knowledge, it was, growing up in Aurora, in the Parker area, this was just, the house existed just fields and it was just fields and just,
right,
Yeah.
right.
plains area. So it's not like it's like ancient Indian burial ground, like Poltergeist or some shit like that.
yeah. But like,
So
That would be a whole different.
but there is old like ass antiques and stuff like in the house that we have. So we have.
Well, there's
old-
people talk about that
yeah,
spirits can follow
attach to things.
items. Yeah.
They attach themselves to things.
yeah, like I'm gonna try it on my haunted bunny. Like I said, hopefully it's not haunted.
Tell me more about the haunted bunny.
I got it at an antique store, and I got it when I was 9, like early last year. And I was like, "Hi, my name is Cali, and I'm 9 years old, and I really like animals." And I just kept telling it about my personal life, and then I brought it home because I kept begging my mom and dad to like just,
Yes.
"Can I please bring it home?
Yes.
Please, I'm attached." And they were like, "Fine." And then I brought it. It was like sort of like, I don't know. I named it Brownie.
Cool name.
It's decent. And
Do you have a process for coming up with names for stuffed animals and dolls? And
not if they're from antique stores. Like I do. Like if they're from antique stores, yes, because like honestly, if they have like a name they want to be called, I don't want to disrespect them because disrespecting a spirit, oh, you're gonna be dead.
I agree. Do you ever see those videos where people act so crazy?
Yeah.
Like they go into spaces and just act blatantly disrespectful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're like, you can't get me, you can't scratch me. They're trying to bust myths about what they heard about that place, but still, like, disrespecting spirits, like I saw on this one crazy show. It was like, "Scratch me, I'll give you my back. Scratch me if you want." These marks started appearing just...
Yeah, because I think different levels, right? I think
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
some ghosts that can kind of like interact or
Yeah.
whatever, and then there's things that are like
Demons.
demons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That can literally interact with the physical world and like mess people up.
Yeah.
and cause weird.
And like I was like playing a old song by Tiny Tim, and
You know that one that's like, oh, the rainbow,
Oh, creepy.
Yeah.
yeah, and so I was like, if you are in here, please close my hand. And I just remember just having it loose like this, and then it just went like very slowly. Though it was like, and then I was like, huh, and I said, and then
Interesting.
That's
then-
you right there. That was perfect. Just like
in
you.
between, and then I asked if it was like a relative, and then I said yes or no because I didn't have hunting equipment back then when I was like starting it. So I was like yes, no, well, no, yes, no, and then I was like, "Are you my relative? Do I know you from anything?" And they went, "You," and like I was just like,
So that was a no
"Yeah," and I was like,
to the relative
I was
question.
like, then what's your name? And I gave names out. Then I asked what year they were from, if they're from the 1900s or 2000s, because like you don't know. And so it said 1900s. I was like, cool, and
I like how my child is just like, oh, cool, right on. You want to like chill out or something?
Yeah. So does stuff like that weird you out? Not so much.
no, but like after I did that experiment with like the deep voice in my room, I felt something behind my back when I was sleeping. Like something was like
Heck no.
was like this and like kind of hugging me, and
Bruh.
it was like, and I just felt something on my back, and I was like looking, I was like checking, I was like, who's there? And at the time I had a fear of me like like a ghost cutting my hair because it's very popular in China, actually, very popular.
Wait, what? It goes cutting
Ghost
hair?
hair.
Yeah, it's
Wait.
like a whole myth, but let me finish this story and then
Okay,
I'll tell
sure,
you.
sure.
And
Yeah, I
then-
love it. Okay.
And then I was very scared for ghosts to cut off my like hair, and I was like, "Come on, please don't." And I always was like this, but I cut my hair. Yeah, I cut my hair very short, but cause
Separate from this incident.
yeah,
Okay.
but I was like so afraid back then. I was like, no, and then I was like, I felt something. I kept waking up between hours, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, every single like hour.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And
And-
that hour is kind of well known.
And I
Yeah,
felt something
it's
on my back
bewitching.
that time, and I was like, what is that? I felt something just push my back a little bit. I was like, mm. But yeah, now to the like ghost cutting
Yeah.
hair
so,
thingies.
yeah. Okay. So,
So here it is. In Japanese folklore, there are ghosts that came and cut your hair in the middle of the night. They usually did that
Long
to give
locks.
you. They usually gave you a really bad haircut, and they sometimes did that to warn you if you were about to get married to a demon or if they're like protecting you.
Yeah, but there's they would usually cut off long hair
sure.
because like short hair, there's nothing really to cut off really because
Yeah.
it's short.
Checks out.
Yeah, and so
It's called the kamikuri
yeah,
or
and
the kura kamakuri. Is that the
Is the ghost that
yeah,
cuts hair.
The hair cutting
Yeah.
ghost, yeah.
and I know a lot about ghost, but then yeah, but like
You said you know a lot about ghosts?
yeah,
Like, have you read a lot or just from experience?
read and experience.
Like, okay.
So yeah, but this is kind of off topic, cause like, don't aliens kind of relate to ghosts?
Well, this has come up on the show a couple times, Pierce. Yeah, I think a lot of people are starting to say that. People are starting to think that maybe all those things are kind of interrelated.
Well, I read a book where it was like a true fact book, and it was like amazing. But I saw this thing, and I have lots of bruises on my legs, unexplained reasons, and I'll get into that with the aliens. So basically,
I do too, Pierce.
Are you for real?
Yeah, but I hit my legs.
Oh, okay.
but I get unknown bruises. Like I don't even know what I do, and sometimes I'm clumsy. Like I know when I'm about to get a bruise, I'm like, oh, I'm getting a bruise. But like I read that when you are like when you have unknown bruises, scratches, or any type of like injuries, they like it says you've been abducted by aliens, like kidnapped. And I get those like a lot, and I told my dad, my mom, like I think I'm getting like kidnapped by aliens, and they're like ah, you silly thing.
No parent wants to hear that.
No.
And so then like I believe I am, because like every night I will wake up, and like in the book it said you usually like they like drop you off back at Earth or somewhere like after you're in their UFO.
Sure, yeah, they return you.
Yeah. And they do all these crazy experiments on you.
So do you have memories of anything like that?
No, I'm just dead asleep.
They're like the Men in Black thing.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah.
And like literally it's like so like weird, and like they usually return you 12 a.m., 3 a.m. Like the max time they're going to return you 4 a.m. because usually people are like wake up at 5 a.m. or later.
At least now I know why it doesn't happen to me.
Because you're already up.
I get up at 4.
Yeah, you're already awake, dollar.
They're just sneaking up, and they're like,
Damn it.
dang, he's awake.
Can't take him. He's already awake.
Yeah, but like I wake up at those times, and then I'm like, that's weird. And then I felt like a burning sensation on my leg. There was a huge big rash on my leg, and I was like, what is that from? And like I looked, and I was like, no, because I sleep with a heated blanket. I'm like, that can't be from it, because it usually would show the electrical lines from the burn. You can't.
To be clear, we also do not just have our child having like heated ass blankets, like just burning her in her bed.
You
Well,
have
if
to
I
have so
sleep-
many disclaimers this episode.
But yeah, like I would know, because it only happened to me once where like I got too hot and it like left a mark. But like this rash was there. It was like throbbing, like hurt. It was itchy, and I didn't want to touch it because I didn't know what was on it, and like I didn't know what happened to it, and I didn't want to ruin it if like I needed a medical exam. And I fell back asleep. And I was like,
She was like, "Oh my god, I don't need to touch this. I don't need that. This is so. Oh my god, I am very concerned about this." Oh well.
exactly. And I was just like went back to sleep. Like when I woke up again, like 7 probably, and I was like, nice. It was gone. It was completely gone. I was like,
Now let's talk about this, okay? What if, my love, you were dreaming and you dreamt that you woke up, saw this rash, and then in your dream you went back to sleep, and then you woke up at 7 a.m. just remembering that part.
sir, I would know if it was a dream or not.
No, you wouldn't,
Sir.
though. You wouldn't.
Sir.
You would not know if it was or not. So I'm just saying that could have also been a possibility.
Maybe.
Because sometimes people, like, children have very vivid imaginations.
Sure.
I have a very vivid imagination. It's like when I have dreams, like my dreams sometimes are like real vivid. Like, and I'm there. Like I feel like I'm there.
Yo, same. Like a scary dream. Okay, story time again, real quick.
Let's go.
Okay.
This is the least I've ever spoken on a podcast, I think. This is fascinating.
So I had a dream, and I was having a sleepover with my mom, because like sometimes it's nice to connect with your mom and like hang out and stuff. And I was just having a dream, and it was like real vivid, like my dad said, and it was like almost scary. This black figure standing there, and I wasn't too scared by it. I just was like, okay, whatever. And then like the hallway was black. It was daylight in the room, and this thing comes up, and it's just walking, and it's like on all fours, like they do in the horror movies.
Skinwalker.
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly. And it had this grayish face that was like, and it was like just like that, and it was like scary, and I was like, oh my gosh, and
How tall was this one?
what?
How tall was this one?
Short.
Short. Okay. 'Cause it was on all fours.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And it jumped on the bed. I was with my mom sitting in her lap because we were watching some cyberwolf and on her tablet, and just jumped up because I was watching it. I wasn't too scared because like the thing was right there next to me, and I wasn't that scared. It jumped on the bed, and it was in front of me. I got like a little scared. I was like, ah! and then it just came to me, and then me, and then I woke up screaming like at the top of my lungs. My mom was like, "Are you okay, honey?" I was like, "No, I just had the scariest dream ever." And she's like, "Oh, okay. Do you need some cuddles?" I was like, "No, you."
Dang, she had a creepy response.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Go back to sleep, Cali.
Yeah. Why do you think that you have so many experiences like this? Do you think you're just open to it? And also, why do you think the aliens would be interested in kidnapping you? I'm very curious.
I think the aliens are interested kidnapping me. Like by like I don't know how to describe it. Like they.
What do you think the purpose is? Like, why would they kidnap you? What do they get out of it?
Maybe they're planning to rule the world, like Earth. Maybe they're planning to like be like a.
They got to tap into one of the greatest minds on Earth. Probably.
Yeah, and like, yeah, and like experimenting of what like could kill all humans. Maybe they're thinking that so they could rule a planet. Maybe that's.
So you think maybe they're experimenting on you to see if you make it through their tests or whatever?
Yeah, and like would it.
And what happened is that on the way back inside the house, they dropped her in the grass and picked her up immediately and put her in bed. And that's what the rash was from, because she's allergic to grass.
Oh yeah, I really am.
And so
yeah.
maybe that's what it was.
Me too. I'm pretty allergic to grass.
And I don't like the texture of grass anyway. So, but yeah, and like maybe.
So they're studying you. They're studying you specifically, baby, to take over all of us.
Yeah, and
Okay.
like, what if I'm the chosen one?
Ooh, what if you are the chosen one?
How would you feel about that if you were?
Would you spare your dear old dad?
Spare my mom.
Oh, dang.
What about your dad's
Yeah,
best
yeah.
buddy?
Yeah, I would spare you too.
Yes, let's go. Sorry, Pierce. It is what it is.
I know. You spared $1 over me?
Yeah,
Oh, dang.
and like
Greatest episode we've ever
I
had.
Good
think
luck getting home.
conspiracy is like a conspiracy for me is that you know how the planets are empty, like in our solar system.
What do you mean? Like there's a lot of space in between them?
Yeah,
No, they're not
and like,
populated.
yeah,
Oh, sure.
populated.
Okay.
What if the aliens? What if there was creatures living on there, something like human? Like they just took it over, experimenting. Each one, the chosen one. Each one killing the chosen one after they're done experimenting, ruling the planets, and then coming to the biggest thing that's populated Earth.
Well, you know, more than ever now, people are talking about the fact that they think there certainly are aliens, that they've been interacting from here, and they're not just from one planet, like the planet of Nibiru, right?
Yeah.
Is something that people talk about now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and their idea, though, is that aliens, there's two theories. Like, one is that they created us.
Yeah.
The other one is that they spliced their DNA in with us so that we're it's the Anunnaki, they call it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Egyptians call it
Is it just me, Pierce, or like our podcasts and stuff right now just getting absolutely weird?
Yeah.
Right? Like
We're changing science. We're changing math. We're changing like health, everything.
Yeah.
Everything's changing nowadays.
Yeah. And like, what was I gonna say? I forgot. Give me a second.
But
No, that's okay.
Yeah, podcasts are definitely getting weird. I mean,
like the whole, and like the topics of what everybody's talking about, like because Joe Rogan is the new whatever you call him, Johnny late night or whatever. What was the Johnny Carson? Was that the
Yeah.
People say that now,
Yeah.
but just because he has more listeners and viewers than anybody else
Ever, yeah.
And so it's a really popular thing, and it's kind of like the guests that have been on there lately, though.
yeah.
You're just like, your mind is getting blown. It started with that Indian guy
Yep.
that was talking about he was like the video game guy,
Video
right?
game, yep.
Just talking about how there's like
Simulation.
the simulation theory and that there's multiple dimensions, and then Terrence Howard comes along and he's saying 1 times 1 is supposed to be 2, and changing math, and that it's everything's in different octaves and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then now you got the most recent podcast where I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, do you know which one I'm talking about? It's the new one with what's his name, Johnny.
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
I forgot his name. I just forgot his name. Anyway, but he's got like a great podcast where he dives into all these things. He's deep in the Anunnaki, and he like lost his whole family over it. Like had some incident
what?
that happened in his house. You'd have to check it out, bro.
Okay.
I'll share some of the stuff. It's crazy, but it also like what's weird about some of these podcasts that we're listening to is that there's like no holes in their arguments, and there's like you realize like. It's not, I guess that's an overstatement probably, that there's no holes in their argument, but it's just that there's so much of it makes sense, and our whole understanding of everything is really, really, really changing. It's a
Yeah.
crazy time to be alive, right?
Yeah. Okay. Now I remember what I was gonna
Oh,
say.
good.
Okay. So you know that big like pyramid with the eye? The
The one that's like on the money.
on the
or
money,
something?
yeah.
Okay, sure.
would it? I just got the crazy thing because like that I don't know how to pronounce it. Anunnaki thingy. I don't know.
Anunnaki.
Reminds me of the pyramid eye thingy, and like gets me thinking of how did Egyptians build the pyramids, because those are heavy blocks.
That's what this dude talks about. That's
They're-
exactly what
those are heavy blocks. So
doesn't
like,
make any sense.
and how did they stack on each other? Like,
Well, do you know that those stones that they used were not anywhere near there?
Near that, yeah.
Like that kind of
They're
rock is
from a
not found there.
different- yeah.
Second of all, every single piece in those pyramids is a different shape and a different size.
Yeah.
They're all
Yeah.
perfectly fit together, which is
crazy.
super crazy, right? Yeah, I'm going to turn you guys on. I don't know why I can't think of anything. My phone is a camera right now, so I can't pull it up. But I'll share some cool stuff, some cool podcasts
Yeah.
I've been listening to.
Well, that's what my argument has always been about the like carvings and like the intricate like mathematics that go into like some of these things that have been built. And I'm
Right.
like, we find all these things, but do we ever find the fucking tools that made these things, like the pyramids?
Yeah.
Like they didn't just hand carve them. Like they didn't just like use their fingers and stuff.
Right?
Like they.
It's impossible.
And
Yeah.
how would they get straight lines if they actually used tools? Like it had to be curvy or something, because there's no possible way something could be so straight.
Just like
Well, and that's the idea is
hammer
that we
and-
had
help.
ancient technology, right?
Yeah.
And that's the idea, and that's where there's all these theories of they either mix their genes with us, but the idea was that we would. That's the story of the Anunnaki, is that we were bred and created to mine gold.
Ooh.
When you think about it, you're like, why
much
do
gold,
people
yeah.
like gold
Yeah.
so much? It's not that useful of a metal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just worth a lot.
It's just worth a lot. But why?
I don't know.
And our whole
Yeah.
money system's based around it.
Yeah.
Very wild. You got to check some of this stuff out. I'm going.
Okay.
It used to be. This was like totally crazy conspiracy theory, and now this stuff is all like mainstream. It's like on multiple podcasts now. Like
Dang.
mainstream guys. One was Andrew Schultz.
Yeah.
He's the guy. He had him on first. Billy Carson.
Okay.
Is that his name? It's Billy for sure.
Okay.
I can't remember the last name though. But yeah, pretty amazing stuff. You gotta check it out. Especially you would be very interested in this stuff.
Probably.
Very, very wild. Hey, Pierce, we've got, I think we got like 15, 20 minutes, something
All right.
like that left. You want to hit up a little bit of those
Fun facts. Yeah. So fun facts today are brought to you by National Donut Day.
Wait, what's that?
Today is National Donut Day. You had a donut today?
I didn't. Oh wait, yeah.
You did.
Got 2 donuts.
Yeah.
Yay.
Anyways, it's National Donut Day. All these fun facts, dollar, are dedicated to donuts.
I love it.
The first donuts were made by the Dutch settlers in North America. These early donuts were called oelkoeks, which means oil cakes.
Oh, interesting. Those are the first donuts. Donuts are delicious, right? Do you like donuts?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she loves donuts, dude.
That gets me thinking.
What you guys thinking about?
Like there's like how popsicles were made accidentally by 11-year-old, forgetting sugar and water he mixed to make like a nice like.
So the first popsicle was made on accident?
Yeah, and
Look at this.
it was,
She's contributing to your fun facts right now,
and,
Pierce.
and like
Chip off the old block.
and it was like in 1905, I think, and like
Wow.
and I forget his name, but he was making sugar water and a little bit of corn flour into like a mixture to make a yummy dessert. And it was a cold night. And he accidentally left the mixture outside, and he had like a stick to mix it around. He accidentally left the stick in, and when the next morning he woke up, he saw it was frozen. He tried it, and then that's how popsicles started. But the crazy thing is he didn't get any credit for doing that. He lost all of his money.
Let's give him credit right now on the podcast.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, and he lost everything. He lost his money from it. Over $1 billion from that thing.
$1 billion.
And literally, people are crazy because they never thought of popsicles. Literally, by an 11-year-old boy, and as he grew up, he just kept making more money over those years, and then just went bankrupt. Nothing left. Like
I love that she's doing deep dives on this
yeah,
stuff.
and like he just had nothing, and his family, half of them were gone because they were all in for the money. Because like
It's a wild fun fact.
because his wife, he met her when he was selling popsicles. He was
When
like,
he was 11.
no. When he was older, he was making more
Back
money.
then, they got married pretty young.
He was making money, and she realized, and she kind of was a gold digger, a little bit, and so she left him because he went bankrupt. And then I don't know anything else about him, so yeah.
Boy, that was a lot.
Yeah.
We covered a lot right there, actually.
What's one for you, Dollar?
Fantastic. Wow. Okay, so this one. In Japan, donuts are often served with savory toppings like tuna, salmon, and seaweed.
That sounds good.
Does
This girl loves her some sashimi, bro.
I was going to say, I felt like she was going to say that.
Yeah.
My kids, too, would probably dig the...
I mean, if they put sashimi on the donuts, I'm definitely buying that.
In 2021, Krispy Kreme offered a promotion where customers who showed proof of vaccination against COVID-19 got a free donut.
We should have done that.
I know, we could have got free donuts.
We could- all of us.
So many donuts.
Wait, how did we not know that until now?
I don't. Sorry, baby.
Wait, how old was I?
That was 3 years ago. So you were
8.
7,
8, technically.
7.5, 8. Yeah.
7.5.
Okay. Dunkin' Donuts is one of the most popular donut chains in the United States. It sells over 2.9 billion donuts and Munchkins donut holes each year. 2.9
Billion.
I don't like Dunkin' Donuts. I hate that. I just hate, I like the hot chocolate, but everything else, especially the donuts, are trash to me.
Can I tell you, if you go to Dunkin' Donuts, you can't have any plans that day. I remember when the one opened up here by the airport, we were all really excited about it. And so me and the whole family.
Fuck your stomach up.
Bro, yeah, but we didn't go crazy, but we don't typically, a lot of times we don't all eat breakfast in the morning, you know what I mean? And this was like we drove there, everybody got a couple donuts, like a super sweet coffee.
Yeah.
Dude, it messed my stomach up for one, but then we were passed out, bro. I was useless the rest of the day. All of us, every single one of us fell asleep and slept for like multiple hours.
Oh my God. Jeez.
Yeah.
Well,
Dunkin' Donuts, it'll get you.
The Guinness Book of World Records has the most donuts eaten in 3 minutes. It's held by a man named Patrick
Wait,
Bertoletti.
What company? What company?
The Guinness Book of World Records, baby. Remember the book you have? The Guinness Book of World Records?
The 2020.
Well, you have, yeah. But they have different years. Anyways, so the Guinness Book of World Records for the most donuts eaten in 3 minutes is Patrick Bertoletti, who ate 31 glazed donuts
Whoa.
in 3 minutes.
His stomach must have been really messed up that day. I feel bad.
Yeah, those guys who do that, like the competitive eating, they have real problems with their stomach.
You know, if they eat cabbage or lettuce, I forget. I think it's lettuce.
It expands their stomach.
Yeah, it expands their stomach so they can eat more. But still, that's gonna mess up your stomach because it's so much sugar. I'm surprised you didn't get diabetes.
Yeah.
Just from that one
Just
incident.
that one
I'm
thing,
sure.
yeah. Diabetes. Got the diabetes.
I mean, a lot of stuff contains diabetes these days.
What about you, Dollar?
The average donut contains around 250 to 300 calories. Actually, less than I would have expected, depending on the size and the ingredients.
Yeah.
I'm sure it.
Yeah.
It's fried dough, right? Basically.
Yeah.
Or there's also cake donuts, right?
What's that?
Just cake donuts.
Those are actually my favorite.
Cake donuts?
Cake donuts, yeah.
Yeah.
I like this, and specifically, I like the cake donut with a chocolate icing. Or
Okay,
whatever.
so she likes a regular donut with the chocolate icing.
I like glazed or chocolate.
Yeah.
Or sometimes chocolate with
The
sprinkles.
sprinkles. She'll go out with the sprinkles sometimes.
Wait, so the donut itself you like is chocolate, and then it has
No. This is a regular plain
Yeah.
donut
Yeah.
with
the chocolate glaze. Yeah.
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 But sometimes I
classic.
don't feel like sometimes I don't feel like
She
eating.
just goes like a regular glaze. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, I'm an apple fritter guy.
Oh,
I like me some apple fritters.
Like
What
Bear
about
Claw?
those little
Bear
tiny
Claws,
thingies?
oh, we did this place we go to by our house. It's called the Donut House, and they have these things called cronuts.
Oh yeah.
It's a croissant donut dollar. It's like flaky things.
Oh, yeah.
And it has they have cronut holes, and they're these little like square.
They are so good.
They're stupid good dollar.
When me and my bestie were having a sleepover, my dad brought the cronuts. We ate them in under a minute, and
Dude,
there was
solid
3
dad
left.
again.
Yeah,
Look at
dude,
you,
I
bro.
got them a dozen these cronut holes, and then I got them a donut each.
Yeah,
Dude, by the time I came back to the kitchen, gone.
they were delicious. Huh?
Yeah. They were so good. I wish I could have them again.
Yeah.
Especially having an experience with your best friend is just yummy.
Pierce, the donut is the official food of the city of Los Angeles. Yeah, which is ironic, right?
Right.
With all Hollywood and everything, everybody's got to have a physically fit body or whatever. But the donut is their actual.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Donuts are also a cultural icon in pop culture. From the famous Dunkin' Donuts commercial jingle, "Time to make the donuts," to Homer Simpson's love for donuts on The Simpsons, donuts have made their mark on the entertainment world. I mean,
Wait,
you know,
it's the yellow guy, right?
yeah, the yellow guy.
Oh yeah.
Homer.
The yellow guy. But yeah, I mean, donuts, right? The pop culture, like, I mean,
Sure.
that's how it got solidified as like for police officers, right? Donuts are for
Yeah. Cops
and
like
stuff
donuts
that. Yeah.
or whatever. That's the basic idea. This one also sounds delicious to me. There is a type of donut in Japan called the mochi donut, which is made with glutinous rice flour and has a chewy texture. They have it here in Denver. It's so delicious. There's a place. I feel like that's what it's called. I think it's
Mochi
called
donut?
mochi donut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are they like the little circular donuts? They like little balls, or like look like they're made out of little
Yeah.
balls, and they go around.
Oh yeah. Absolutely delicious though. If you haven't had them, you got to try them. We'll get
Yeah,
them sometime.
mochi.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like mochi in general.
Yeah. Yeah. In some cultures, donuts are traditionally eaten on Fat Tuesday or Shrove Tuesday, which is the day before the start of the Christian season of Lent. I did not know that.
What's Lunt?
Lent, it's a religious period for what?
It's for Catholicism, is where it
Catholicism,
comes
yeah.
from. I think. Yeah.
So you, for what?
You give up something for 40 days.
40 days.
Yeah.
Like I remember when Daddy didn't do energy drinks
Yeah, but
and
social media.
And social media.
Yeah.
Yep. See,
I
she
would-
remembers.
I won't give up anything for 40 days. Like unless it's so important to me, like I'll give up doing my baby's laundry for 40 days. Sure.
Dirty ass babies.
I'll let my babies be dirty. No problem. I got it.
But
40
like I
days.
can then I can like hire a babysitter to buy them more clothes. But then that wouldn't work.
That wouldn't work, Allie. No. Okay, how about this one?
Okay.
The largest donut ever made weighed 1.7 tons and was 16 feet in diameter. It was created in Utica, New York in 1991.
Who honestly is it like if
That's
like
crazy.
some person was starving and they're like, that donut looks good. What if they just munched down on it and just went, yummy?
I always want to know what they do with these big foods, right?
Same.
Like when they make like the world's largest pizza, you know, or like, you know,
They
the
probably
world's
don't eat
largest
it.
brownie or the largest cookie. Like, do they eat that? Like when it's done, like what do you do with it? Do you eat that thing? You-
Probably break it up, right? Share with a bunch of people or something.
Donate
I
it
guess.
to charity or something, or give it to the poor and homeless.
That'd be a good move.
Yeah.
That'd be a good move for sure. So this one kind of I thought was weird, Pierce. There is a type of donut that is popular in the Philippines called balut. So I'm familiar with balut, right?
Yeah.
It's like popular. It's something that they eat while they're drinking beer in the Philippines. It's really popular.
egg, yeah.
Yeah, it's an egg. What kind of egg is it though?
It's a duck egg.
Duck egg, it says
Yeah.
right here, which is a duck egg that has been partially developed and then boiled. The egg is then placed inside a donut-like pastry and deep fried. So there's a donut version of balut.
So you know what it almost sounds like? It almost smells like a Scotch egg, a version of the Scotch
What's
egg.
a Scotch egg?
A Scotch egg is the soft boiled egg that is then put inside of sausage, right?
Okay.
And then it is put in on breadcrumbs on the outside, and then it's deep fried. So it's almost it sounds like a Scotch egg almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought I want to ask my wife if she's familiar with that there's a donut version of balut as well.
Or wait, are you gonna eat balut when you're out there, Dollar?
Okay, so when I was young and I traveled around, I was
Let's clarify to Cali what balut is, by the way.
Okay.
So balut, Cali, is a duck egg
Yeah.
that has a duck embryo in it,
What's that? Oh, the baby.
a baby duck, and it's boiled.
It kind of sounds good.
I
anyways,
like her.
So, Dollar,
Yeah.
your story.
Okay. No. So what I was going to say was that when I was younger, I was really open to eating anything. Like when I went to Hong Kong, I tried coagulated pig's blood. I tried chicken feet.
Okay.
Which not a lot going on there.
Yeah.
Right? There's a lot of bones. Really,
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Chew them up and you spit it out. And it was actually tasty. It just kind of tasted almost like an orange chicken or something like that, but like a smaller version. But as I've gotten older, I feel like I've gotten a little pickier. I've
Less
gotten away.
adventurous.
A little less adventurous. I'm like, I don't know. Because what I don't want is I don't want to be in the Philippines and be sick as a
Stomach.
dog. You know what I mean? I'm only there 4 weeks. You know
Well, only there for weeks.
yeah, you don't. Which is a lot of time, but you don't want to spend any of that time being sick with food poisoning. Or
I'm pretty adventurous, huh, when it comes to food.
Yeah, you tried stuff in China. You didn't even know. I think it was bad. You thought it said it was chicken and then the snake wine.
Yeah, the snake wine.
Wait,
I
was
had,
the
so
snakes
you had
alive?
snake? Did we
Yeah.
talk about this? You ate snake?
no, snake wine. I had snake wine.
Wait,
It's a wine with a snake in it.
So it's like it has snakes in there. It's all fermented in there.
Whoa.
And there's like snakes and like all these like different
wait,
like,
were they alive?
No, they weren't alive.
Good.
And so they're all just like, and you can see them like cut open and split, and they're just sitting in there, and like they use a ladle.
Yeah.
They get that out of there and they put it in a little shot for you. It was $1. So I was like, yeah, I'll take it for $1. And everyone else I remember was like looking at me like, "Ooh, don't do that, dude. Don't do that." And I was like, psh,
You'll try it.
I'll try it.
Was it good?
And I took it, and I just remember getting like instantly buzzed $1. Just like, whoa, because it was just so strong. And it like went down. I was like, oh my God, that is strong
Powerful.
AF. Yeah.
An instant,
Yeah.
immediate.
But then she was also talking about the time where I ate.
Something like a bat.
They think it's bad.
Okay, now
But
that
eating
I would
chicken.
not do.
I was eating, but it had pictures of chicken, like hot chicken everywhere.
Was China scamming? That's where I got.
Live here on the podcast,
That's-
breaking news. China
that's-
is scamming.
That's where it got broken, and she was supposed to look realistic, and she looks nothing like the picture. Like someone on eBay was also got scammed by her. I was like,
Yeah.
China these days.
China's these days $1. How about this one? In the United States, National Donut Day was established in 1938 to honor the Salvation Army volunteers who served donuts to soldiers during World War One.
Oh,
That's nice. The Salvation Army helping out World War One.
Heck yeah.
Here's a donut.
Yeah.
Go to war.
Go to work. The donut will take the edge off just a little bit. What was the one I had one a second ago. Oh, I didn't know this. The Chicago style donuts, which are the jelly filled ones covered in powdered sugar. That's specifically Chicago.
I didn't know that was Chicago style
I
either.
didn't know it was a Chicago style one. Pretty cool.
Like the jelly filled ones. Like
Those
there's
are pretty
also
delicious.
Custard filled ones too. I wonder what custard fill is then. If jelly is
Wow, what were we? I just went deep on this recently because it was the difference between like a Danish and a like one had custard and one. This is different though. Those are different donuts.
yeah.
yeah.
Donut themed clothing is a popular fashion trend, with donut printed T-shirts, leggings, and even socks available for purchase. I mean,
It
they're
is a
everywhere.
popular thing. You do see
Yeah.
them on a lot of stuff. I was gonna because there's another one down here too. The donut themed stationery, including notebooks, pens, and stickers.
Yeah.
is a fun way to add some personality. Yeah, and I get stickers for my students all the time, and there's
Yeah.
always donuts.
And erasers, there's like donut erasers and stuff like that.
But I will say the donuts are always crazy colored. It'll be like a turquoise donut with pink frosting or something like that.
Not a normal.
Never. No. Looks like one our yellow friend Homer would eat.
Yeah. From the radioactive site that he works at. The donut-shaped phone cases are popular accessories. There we go. So, donut-shaped phones, like say, like people that have like donuts all over their phones and stuff like that.
Yeah, sure.
There's actually a donut-shaped iPhone case
Yeah.
on Amazon for only I think for $5,
There you
and it's actually round. And it's like almost the size of a donut,
Uh-huh.
like this big.
Some of these phone cases nowadays are ridiculous.
And
You
there's
see,
a
like,
pan, there's bacon, there's squishy
Well,
pig butt.
I'm taken back by how much donuts permeate our culture. This fun facts list this week is really blowing my mind. Donut shaped lip balms are a unique and
Oh, yeah,
tasty
I
way to
have
keep
that.
you have that.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I don't
There's-
taste it though.
at the I want to say the Cherry Cricket, that restaurant.
Yeah,
the,
sure.
like the burger place.
Yep.
They have like a breakfast burger there, and it is in between two glazed donuts.
Oh, wow. What
Yeah.
a perfect way to end the podcast, my
Yeah.
friend. This has been really, really fun. This is something my son was on very briefly when he was young.
Yeah.
But I think it's important for people to hear some new and fresh perspectives, right?
Yeah.
Right? As a teacher, that's something a lot of times young people don't get hurt a lot. And we just dismiss it as like, oh, they are underdeveloped. They don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thanks for being here tonight. You'll have to come another time. We'll have to have my daughter Jessie on at the same time. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, definitely.
And with that dollar, it is a wrap.
Cheers.